Hello everyone, you are welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is x to the power of 9 plus x to the power of 6. This is equal to 36. So what are the values of x? So let's prevent the solution. So we have x to the power of 9 plus x to the power of 6. This is equal to 36. We can express x to the power of 9 as x to the power of 3 raised to power 3. Then plus x to the power of 6, which you can express as x to the power of 3 raised to the power of 2. This is equal to 36. The next step from here, we can let u be equal to x to the power 3. So let's substitute u with x to the power 3. And we have that x from here is a member of real numbers. So therefore, substituting x to the power 3 with u, this implies we have u to the power of 3 plus u squared. This is equal to 36. The next step is to take 36 on the right hand side, so that now here we have u to the power of 3 plus u to the power of 2, subtract 36. This is equal to 0. Now we have u to the power of 3 plus u to the power of 2, subtract 36. We can express 36 as 27 plus 9. This is equal to 0. So this implies that here we have u to the power of 3 plus u squared minus 27 can be expressed as 3 to the power of 3. Then subtract 9, which we can express as 3 to the power of 2. This is equal to 0. So we have u to the power of 3 and 3 to the power of 3. So we can write this as u to the power of 3 minus 3 to the power of 3. Then plus u to the power of 2, subtract 3 to the power of 2. This is equal to 0. The next step, we have two parts here. This is the first part, and this is the second part. From the first part here, this is the difference of two cubes expressed as a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3. The second part here, this is the difference of two perfect squares, which you can express as a squared minus b squared. From the first part here, which is a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, this can be expressed as a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared. Now applying this identity from here, then this implies we have u minus 3. Here we have u squared plus 3u, then plus 3 squared, which is 9. And let's call this equation 1. From the second part here, which is a squared minus b squared, this is the same thing as a plus b, a minus b. Applying this identity from here, we have u to the power of 2 minus 3 to the power of 2. This is equal to u plus 3. Then here we have u minus 3. Let's call this equation 2. The next step is to combine equation 1 and 2. Let's combine equation 1 and 2 so that now we have u minus 3, u squared plus 3u, then plus 9, then plus u plus 3. Then here we have u minus 3. This is equal to 0. Now we have that u minus 3 and u minus 3 here is common, so we can factor out u minus 3, so that into the parentheses we have u squared plus 3u plus 9. Then we have plus u plus 3. Cross the parentheses, this is equal to 0. So we have two parts here. The first part is u minus 3. This is equal to 0. The second part here is u squared then plus 3u plus u, this is 4u, then plus 9 plus 3, this is equal to 12, this is equal to 0. So from the first part here, we have that u1 is equal to 3. Now, the second part here is a quadratic equation of the form au squared plus bu plus c, this is equal to 0. From this quadratic equation, we have that a is equal to 1, b is equal to 4, and that c is equal to 12. So the next step from here is to assess the nature of this quadratic equation. And to assess the nature of this quadratic equation, we determine the discriminant value, which is equal to b squared minus 4 times a times c. So let's substitute the values of a, b, and c from here. So this is equal to 4 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, then times c, which is equal to 12. So this implies that the discriminant value is equal to 16 minus 12 times 4, this is equal to 48. Then we have that 16 minus 48, this is equal to minus 32, which is less than 0. So this implies that here we have two complex solutions. We have two complex solutions, and this implies that this quadratic equation part will not give us. So in this case, we'll have no real solution. So this part will not provide us with a real solution. So in other words, that this part is rejected. This part is rejected since it violates the condition that x is a member of real numbers. So the quadratic part is rejected. So let's proceed with u1, which is equal to 3. The next step from here, if you recall, we have seen that let u be equal to x to the power of 3. So let's substitute u with x to the power of 3. We have x to the power of 3. This is equal to 3. So to solve for x here, we can introduce the cube root on both sides. So this is the cube root of 3. So that now 3 and 3 here simplifies. So x is equal to the cube root of 3, or we can express this as 3 to the power of 1 over 3. So this is the value of x. This is the value of x from here. The next step is to verify that this value of x satisfies the equation. So let's verify from here. So we have x to the power of 9 plus x to the power of 6. This is supposed to give us a value of 36. Let's substitute x here. We have 3 to the power of 1 over 3 raised to the power 9 plus 3 raised to the power of 1 over 3 raised to the power of 6. This is supposed to give us a value of 36. Now 3 to the power of a third raised to the power of 9 and 3 raised to the power of a third raised to the power of 6. This is in the form of 8 to the power of n raised to the power of m, which we can express as a to the power of n times m. Applying this exponent property, then we have 3 to the power of a third multiplied by 9, then plus 3 to the power of a third multiplied by 6. This should give us a value of 36. So let's simplify here. 9 divided by 3, this is equal to 3. So we have 3 to the power of 3 plus we have 6 divided by 3 here. This is 2. So we have 3 to the power of 2. This should give us a value of 36. So 3 to the power of 3, this is 27, plus 3 to the power of 2, this is 9. This is supposed to give us a value of 36. So 27 plus 9, this is equal to 36, which is equal to 36. So this implies that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And this implies that the value of x, which is the cube root of 3, or rather 3 raised to the power third, satisfies the equation. So kindly don't forget the steps. Like this video and subscribe. Like this video and subscribe. See you in the next video.